Let's play the less riskier route, and let's lure it here. That worked out. Did I just punch that guy? Kinda griefed the ending, but whatever. A little rusty. Oof. I feel like I almost kind of want to run it back just as a warm-up buggy run. Not really satisfied, 248. Many mistakes. A lot of shamans at the end. Not the greatest volatile spawn locations. Look, I was doing pretty good in the early waves, but definitely not in the later waves. Rude as fuck. Rock placement right there. Rude as heck, these rocks. Looking some random stuff up for P3 here. There, should have waited a tick. Trying to figure out how to do P3 correctly and minimize damage. I could just do 2 to 1 like I normally do, but I think optimize a little bit more, maybe like stall bob a 1 tick, and then that would help for some other specials. Definitely gotta experiment around. How's it going, Yecheneg? Nice to see you again. Maybe I should reel 4. We're doing 520s again. Who we got? Top? You know Iron Man? Or just happy to have the money, because that's a lot of money too. $520s of a mystic top. That's some gangster shit, not gonna lie. I wonder if I missed that swarm by a tick there. I think I did. I forgot the bone dagger here too. That's unfortunate. I don't have vial. Do I need death runes for a vial? I need soul runes for a vial. The way I trapped Ranger? Yeah, true. I trap Ranger a little bit different now. Great range. It's an 11, not bad. Let's not greed. Let's lose some ticks to play it safe. If I was sweaty, I'd run around and mage this guy. I'm pretty sure I can just click him there. I don't know why I'm so scared. No loss to take there. More fun, Tbow or ToA? I would say Tbow because you're like usually with friends and like shooting the shit. Mechanics are very different. It's a very different experience. I would say Tbow is more fun, but you can't solo Tbow, which kind of sucks. So in that respect, I like ToA more because I can do it whenever I want, right? For me, I have a very specific mentality when it comes to like team rating. I feel bad like not being at least like medium high F all the time. In solos, you know, I don't mind sacrificing some time to go low F. Not path like that. I regretted my decision to dung here a little bit last second, because I would have liked to be closer to Forest Mountain spawns total time. But is what it is. Ooh, I only have one chin, so I don't have to go through the interface. It's nice. For ZCB Scythe. Well, you don't really use ZCB too much in ToB. It's for like specific speedrun things. It's really nice for like consistently stacking 70-50s as an example, or getting like a super easy 30 skip. But usually you don't really use ZCB too much in ToB. Unless you were trying to get the ZCB for X, which is a really good decision actually if you want money, but I can't stand X personally. Yellow Drink Simulator. Yeah, who cares about? It's not even that fast of a raid anyway. What this? Oh, Vial. Okay, so I need to remember to uncharge the Kephri if I want Vial. Next top, oh yeah, that's fine. That's if you're bored of ToA though. Like, ToA's a lot of money right now. And you don't need any teammate to do it with. Assuming you're doing like 540s. I used to get so burned out of ToA because I really hated Kephri, but now I actually like Kephri. Now that I'm trying out the swarming method, it's pretty fun. Kind of half-assed the skip there, and it worked out. I didn't even see what the last one was. Guessing? Guessed wrong. Like every time I get bored of this place, I burn out, take a break, and then see if I can innovate some new tech, and then I come back. Usually works out. I wonder if that procs right there. Oh. I'm so strong. This is a pretty cracked level 4 Akka, not gonna lie. Had a little bit of a rough start, but it's been really fast so far. Been really generous on not switching. Put up piety in case he wants to switch right here. A little cheeky stab. Corruption for good RNG. Didn't work. Jesus, brutal. Fine, I'll go somewhere else. I hit any lower though, for real. $444 for level 4, it's really nuts. Oh, that's not really nuts. It's good. I gotta say really nuts. How's it going, Bone Saw? I am indeed back. Most importantly, I'm caffeinated. Actually caffeinated like 6 hours ago, actually. 5-6 hours ago. If I drink caffeine at night, I'll be up for like ever. But if I drink it in like the morning, it doesn't do anything for me. So long to kicking. I forgot to adrenaline for that spec. I forgot I adrenaline earlier at Octa. Just assumed I had one running right now. Well, 8 ain't the worst thing. If I finish this guy in like 4 minutes, I could get a PB. I don't think so. I would have to kill this guy in like 3 minutes, actually. Which is like extremely unrealistic. Seercull better than Sceptre? I'm gonna go on a limb and say yes, but I haven't actually done the math for it. So Sceptre, you have two roughly about 30% chances of hitting if you adrenaline. Seercull, on average, hits 13, doesn't always, of course, get lower or hit higher. But it's guaranteed. If it is better, it's not much better. But it certainly is consistent, at least at draining something. I've been running it, and I think it's better for Zebak. Because 100% accuracy is pretty nuts. The only thing is, I don't know if you can... And I'm kind of too lazy to Monster Hunter, to Monster Examine. But someone said you can overwrite. I don't think that's true. I do it anyway for the Copium. But apparently if you get like a 1, they said you could overwrite it with another hit as long as it's higher. But you can't stack like 1 and 14, for example. But you can drain. I don't know if that's actually true. All I do is if I hit 13 or higher, I just shadow. If I hit lower, I Copium spec. If you want to test it, who knows? Sceptre's probably better for wardens. dragon arrows don't really do like downgrade you much. You just lose like at most 1 Tbow shot, so who cares? How's it going, Vaporin? Reminder, start playing OSRS. Yeah, what's up? What questions you got? Or their age, really slow. And I've been really wanting to play again, so I was wondering if it's worth grinding for a bond to get membership. I'm like, depends how early into the game you are in. I'd say for the majority of the player base, I'd say for the majority of the player base, not really worth grinding a bond. Because the majority of the player base doesn't make more than like 4 mil an hour. I'd say it's best just to buy your membership when you first start. Not really worry about it. Because you're gonna burn out if you're grinding for bonds, because you feel like that you have to do a certain piece of content that might not really help your account just because it makes some money. As a main, obviously money is like the main thing that pushes you forward. It, you know, funds your grinds, allows you to buy viable skills like construction, fletching, and whatever, which are very important. But you're not gonna have any fun if you're always looking at money only. Because I'm trying to face everything. TLDR, I don't think it's really worth for you to worry about bond money. I'm of the opinion that when you're first starting, you should go for the membership and buy it. Better to buy a bond of money. Well, if you're looking for your own account, the most cost efficient is just to buy the membership itself, not the bond. But if you want to buy a bond to kickstart yourself, that's fine. Complete your decision. I wouldn't buy more than one though. If you do buy a bond, I don't really care. I'm very happy you're supporting the company, but I think buying 2, you might be lessening your experience of the game. Because it is... you know, money is more important for your early game. Like 500k means a lot more when you're first starting out than it does for me right now. And that's always going to be changing as you progress your account. Like 100 mil doesn't mean anything to me, but for a lot of people that's literally like... For the majority of the player base, that's like... bank changing money, you know? So I think past 1 bond you shouldn't do it, because then you're going to devalue the grind for yourself and you're not really going to have fun. You won't feel like the joy of like getting your first whip if you're D-defender, right? Because you can just buy it, whatever, who cares, right? But if you wanted to, if you're scared about the membership, just do it yourself and just buy the, maybe buy like a 3-monther. And see, I don't know how much you play, but if you if you're like nerding out and you're gonna play like a lot, then the 3-month version might be good enough to get to the point where you can sustain upon yourself in a couple hours. I always send a seercull to start P3, but I honestly don't think it's very worth it, but I do it anyway. Hit a 21. If this warden is faster than 9 minutes, because I'm not skull, I am gonna skull skip, then the seercull's nuts. I can't change my mind. We're gonna base it off a sample size of this warden 1. If it's faster than 9 minutes, seercull's insane. Because the 21 is realistically like high-end seercull, right? So noodling. This is a slow warden. Slow AF. It's like a 10-10-ish. And 23. Seercull does not really. Money. Like a light bear, kind of. I misclicked, I'm gonna get fumed. That sucks. Are you kidding me? It dragged me through the pot there? That's actually infuriating. reset. That was really bad performance. And Crawl's not BP, longer range. Longer range, don't need assembler, yeah. Also, can't poison. If you're on YouTube too. You can look at the stream description on FAQ, I think 1. Basically, yeah. Longer range, chill. Should probably get more chins, because we need like 20 something. Trying to get a sub 32 at some point. I don't think it'll take very long. I've been going a lot faster than before. Months ago. Slowly getting back in the groove at the monkey room too. Very good. One. Why am I shooting that major when there's a volatile on that gallery? Damn, I almost did like an expert level lure, but I wasn't sure what the attack range was. Not so clean, but whatever. Yeah, I don't usually stream at this time anyway. But I was kind of bored and I really didn't want to play Monster Hunter. And I was like, whatever. Let's do some streaming. Because I'd hate to do some ToA and like get a shadow off stream. If you don't want to do the run, by the way, for 5 tick, you just have to step under that last tick, like that. Wow, this was a way to tick. Stuck in a cheeky hit there. Worked out, I guess. Yeah, I could also hit right there and then move, but I'm kind of lazy. I don't know what's the best way to do this. I'm kind of just winging something for P3 right now. Kind of noodling. Slow raid. Thank you, R's activity. Nice seeing you again. You were here yesterday, right? Walk out there for what tick? So you know how you normally run away and stuff? It's just to stall Baba's attack an extra tick. Right now there's no actual tech with it. I'm just experimenting around to see. But you can do it for P1 and P2 if you already know the 5 tick cycle. Just to conserve stamina. But it definitely is good to run to start because you want to bring it closer to the bottom. Not like stamina's an issue anyway. It's interesting. You don't want to consume stamina. Because you'll always have stamina left over because you start Bob at 100. But for Baba, not for here. Monkey Room and Baba. You know, anyone who hates Monkey Room, I'm sorry to say it, I think they're just bad at it. It's a pretty good room. I don't think that's even a hot take, to be honest. I feel like most high invo raiders, unless they have like quiet prayers on, actually like that room. And there's nothing wrong with being bad at it, but just be like that. Lost a tick, it's doomed. I can't get that last swarm right there because that lost that tick. And I hit a 0 or a noodle? Lucky. I should have went on the other side. Get a Chindies. The other side is also closer anyway, to the exit. So I should always default that side. TBH. Should've stood there. It wouldn't have knocked me so far. And then I could say some ticks. Example, I'll get knocked back here. I'll be able to hit instantly. Cost of a little bit of HP. That's been because I've been dunging there for so long. If I know I can't get that hit, then I should get dunged there. Vice versa, you know, you're here. Say some ticks. How's it going, Jangsta? What, do you have 15 soul runes in my inventory? I uncharged my shadow. I could have dodged this, but whatever. The reason I have it is because I want to be able to cast this spell here, Death Charge. It's a really important spell to get back your spec, like, more commonly. Whenever you kill a monster and you've cast a Death Charge, you'll get back 15% spec. And you can use that spec for whatever, right? But I usually use it for Sun Garrus. For example, I'll cast it here. I'm going to kill Akka Shadow, I'll get back 15% spec. Now that's really nice because I get damaged. After I kill this, I'll be at 45% spec, which is like, you know, closer so I can use Sun. Dang, I actually didn't think I could kill it there. $15, so no need to take more. Yeah. Like when I uncharge my shadow, realistically 15 is also too much, but it doesn't really matter. It depends on what you're using it for. 15's a good number that you'll use it for like every room if you're not really sure. If you want it to be, if you want it to be really, really stingy with uncharging your shadow, that was my mistake. Then you can uncharge like, I don't know, maybe like 3 years. Briefing. There's no reason to be stingy even if you're like an Iron Man. You only have to drop some Chaos Runes. Like, I know some people only use it exclusively for Warrant and P2, so they only need 2 Soul Runes. I like to have it for Akka Shadows too. Akka's being so nice. He meleeed me like 3 times and didn't switch. Those. That's kind of troll. I didn't bring melee there because I was like so focused on not dying. And, like popped right as I was running to the next quadrant. Impression how to use webweaver. Then we go back to the Seymour theme. Getting kind of bored of the ToA theme. I love that ToA theme, but arrow keys, by the way, goated. You find yourself messing up 32.4? Arrow keys. This is the only time I actually use arrow keys to control my camera. Right click, water. Basically right click the tree, then arrow key over to the waterfall. What? I actually don't need to be doing any like crazy flicks because I have so much prayer, but I do it anyway. Like, if I were to pick something to flick, it would just be augury here because it consumes way more prayer than the offensive, rather than the defensive. Waiting for this to say 124, then what's happened right away. Ah, boredom has overtaken me. Not good enough to do it yet. Messing up. I'm actively losing time, but I kind of want to practice. In case I ever need to like do a prayer lossless one, you want to practice like flicking. Kind of awkward though because those attacks are coming in every 2 ticks, but then my shadow's attacking every 5 ticks, so it's really awkward. Hey, if there's an opportunity to learn, and you think it's a safe place, that's a time to learn, you know? Get extra supplies. Might as well. Extra supplies, the rate is kind of slow, you know? Might as well. I was like full HP, so even if I mess up a flick or two, nothing would have happened. The opportunities to learn risk-free are rare. You gotta take them when you can get them. I mean, obviously I could have messed up like 2 flicks in a row and got 1 shot, but you messed up 2 flicks in a row, right? If I didn't want down him there with that shadow, I would have death charged or undead grasped. He just threw bombs out so I can create an extra special. And then I'll heal. If I want to regen faster, I could just heal now. Why not? Because it doesn't matter either way. Not like I'm low on prayer. I think most people put their switches like this, right? Am I the only psychopath that has it like... I think I'm the only psychopath that runs it the other way. What are you looking at? You're looking at the Tombs of a Masquerade. George Wild, yeah. I just meant like the way I organize it. I'm like, most people have it horizontal. Don't move, game. I feel like I got scammed there a little bit, but whatever. It is what it is. We'll just hit all 4. Better safe than sorry. It's like really slow though, I'd rather skip. Gotta go nuclear in this phase. Maker's Lightbearer. I'm doing Magus and Alter. No Lightbearer in this setup. I got overly draining on. What is S32? I'm going for a sub 32. I just realized I forgot to update my Twitch title. Or like way further in KC. I got pretty close yesterday. I got a 32-36. That's super scammed on Warden though. The experts mostly on porters so far. Have you gotten a solo shadow yet? Never seen one? Oh, not me. That's the drop that changes everything. Lets you buy like a full set of Torva, you know? We dodge one more. You don't have your own Saturn. You sold it because it was going up in price. Do I do other rings? I mean, not really Tbow. Some recently I've been doing a little bit of solo chambers, CM. They kind of wanted the twisted kits. Honestly, kind of bored of it. I'm not that good at it though, but like, I'm pretty bad at it to be honest. At least in comparison to how much better I am at ToA. But the fact that it's not much money is kind of demotivating. The drop rate is like 4 times less. It's disgusting. On the dot. 33. Only killed 1 skulls. Not that bad. I didn't still shadow. Someone just got into my account a while back. Oh, that's depressing. Sorry to hear that, man. I always have nightmares about like my account getting like yeeted into the wilderness, you know. Black. That ain't even bond money. Back into Slayer and stuff, you know, that's good to hear. Like I was thinking about it, I was like, would I have more fun in the game if I actually had gear to work toward? Probably, but I can bear getting like hacked or that happen. Dry AF. Yep. Oh my god, it's venomous. There. Oh, shooting a melee. Not my best monkey room, but could be worse. Webweaver looks badass. The other bow, not webweaver. Seercull. Seercull. Yeah, webweaver looks really nice. The arrows it shoots kind of looks like a plunger, though. I always hear that. I agree. Definitely is a plunger. Gonna mess up there. Yeah, just go under straight. Yep. Guess it worked out. I would have been very upset if I stepped on this banana. I wonder if Baba has a cooldown for spawning monkeys between sets. I assume she does. Thing. Oh. Okay. That's deep. Why am I using the webweaver? Because I don't have to bring assembler because the webweaver doesn't actually use ammo, which saves me a slot. It's not that much worse than blowpipe, to be honest. Like, I usually get high 230s to like 240-ish on the monkey room anyway. With the webweaver, it's so chill. So basically less efficient, but chill AF. I went under too early there. Guess it's fine though. I think the 2-to-1 is the best still for P3. Because you can always do a 5-to-1 or slow shadows, a 3-to-1 for rock throw. $633 start, bad. 348 Bob is actually absurdly slow. I don't know about absurdly slow, but slow. Like, I'm sure everyone has their limit of like what's worth the slot, right? See people like, some people like take slots just because it saves like, take certain switches because it saves like 2 seconds. For me, it's got to be like 15 seconds to be worth it. Oh my god, I misclicked it, dude. This thing should be I think two swarms less. Messed up. I shouldn't have placed this dung here. I should have placed this one. Oh well. That way, when I get stunned, I can chin the agiles. It's too late because I already placed it though. That sucks. So if I pull the shadow, you suggest I keep it? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. The armors is what you got. You gotta run. Use my last dose of combat to redemption. Smear yourself, you're gonna run here, and then over here. Place a mirror. Smear, we're gonna run like this, to place it this way. Collective side going toward the direction you are facing. I believe Bofa will be better for Zebak still, but until you get Virtus at least. They get like 1 or 2 Virtus pieces, Shadow's better. If I have to change the music, I have to change it for this room. DPS ain't so promising. Oh, saved. To do 390 of NHM plus no diet. So stressful. Gotta dodge. Last rowing with 1 Ambro, 400. Yeah, just gonna have to get good practice with last row. Is what it is, you know? Gotta practice last rowing until you're like taking no damage. Messed up the transition there. I think I was supposed to run there. One Ambro is still a decent amount of HP, especially if you have Sun. You know, Ambro and then Sun. There's nothing wrong with downgrading until you get more practice on P4, you know? It is what it is. You know that you can do it eventually. Something to work toward, you know? Cracked. I experiment with quiet prayers? Yeah. I don't even know if that works 100% of the time or if I just got lucky in a hit, to be honest. So I've had it miss. So maybe it needs to be like the very first hit of Come Phase. I don't know. But gotta experiment, you know, I gotta figure it out. Because I've tried it after a fresh teleport and it doesn't work. So it might only be in the very beginning. EGSing orb phase? Probably not. Meteor's a lot less accurate. We could try it out. $21, oh my god. We're eating swell. It's crazy what like good practice can get you. Once you're practiced, you can basically hit like 35 minutes or faster like almost every time. I usually get like 36-ish at like the slowest with skull skipping. If I don't skull skip, I'm pretty sure I can hit 35 every single raid. If you, when you even lower Zebak's one in a sec. I believe you're right that it doesn't stack. Someone told me you can overwrite, but I think they're capping. But when I do hit a 1, I still go for the extra spec because I need my copium. The way I see it, if I hit a 1, or what we can do is hit a 1 and then wait a little bit until it regens back and spec again, but I'm not waiting a minute. I'm just gonna go for the copium spec if I hit a 1. Oh, well, I mean, I can test it out because I always adrenaline for that spec. Oh, but yeah, you're right that you can't test it out in can't test it out like by yourself if you're just gonna run straight to Zebak. I'm not bringing Monster Examine. I was gonna think this proc is kind of slow, but for level 5, this is half decent, you know, for level 5 proc. I think what we're gonna do now is if it does range on mage, I'm gonna pray mage anyway, like a kraken. I won't do it anymore because I don't want to use any more prayer, but squeeze in a little small time save. Shadowstrong and Bofa on Zebak. If you have good gear, yeah, like Virtus Plus, and you're salted. Near impossible QP? No, it's possible. You'll have to adrenaline and be at 100% to start. Actually, no. With there's two ways you can do it. If you can't really do quiet prayers and overly draining, but if you're doing quiet and no overly, if you start 100% adrenaline, you'll have 3 sun specs, and that's definitely enough. You don't even need to melee flinch, but yeah, you could do that. The problem is you have to start with like 100% or like close to 100%. But yeah, it's definitely doable. I think you need at least 80% to pull it off. Now with Ancestral? I mean, Virtus plus means Ancestral too, because Ancestral stronger than Virtus. I mean, maybe you can do like two airman, like an Aaron's piece and two Virtus pieces, but I don't know. I don't know that well. Light Bear? No, that's what Meg is. His 3 specs is 120%, so you have to survive a minute with 2 stun specs. More than doable. Whatever 37.5 times 3. Yeah, you just survive like a minute and a half. Yeah, I only do overly draining raids too, so I wouldn't bother with it. Honestly, I don't really like quiet prayers for wardens anyway. No, I don't really care about Zebak too much. But yeah, quiet prayers is actually efficient, but I think it's like so much more aids that I wouldn't really bother. I should have undead grasp right here. Or no path invos, so you just do 500. So it's just, I assume you just do this 540 minus Pathfinder. Oh yeah, like for sure you can do 520 Sen. That'd be good. Oh, 35 timer. Oh yeah, 35 timer is easy too, because you have no paths. Yeah, those would be really fast raids. Probably finish in like, what, 32 minutes on average? And then like probably some occasional sub 30s. Sure, once you're like cracked and really well practiced, you can bring it down to like 30 average. This quiet prayers actually doesn't really change too much. Especially if you're doing pathless, right? Like Baba probably hits way less. Sure, Baba still slaps, actually. Probably hits like 29 or something. But not too accurately, I hope. What do you seercull? Zebak and Warden P3, that's it. I don't even know if it's worth for Warden P3, probably not, but I do it anyway. Makes me feel better. Okay. This changes everything. I wanted to change my music for Akka, but I don't have time right now. It opens up like a interface and then I can't play RuneScape while I'm changing. I'm gonna send some 525, good luck. Let me know how it goes on the time. This is a slow raid, so I'm not gonna skull skip. I mean, I'm not gonna kill skulls. I'll just skip. Well, this is technically a back-to-back raid too. think if I start hitting the skulls at 28, I'll push for a PB. I'll actually kill them. That's a good rule of thumb if I'm actually hitting them at 28 minutes. Theoretically, you could also run a Pathfinder raid. Then you'll get Zebak most of the time at level 3, and you could do him 3rd. That wouldn't be a bad idea either. But bring it up to 540 if you're still comfortable with the 35 time. We'll be cutting it quite a bit closer though. Pathfinder's kind of trolled compared to... Oh, Path Seeker, not Pathfinder. Never remember this. Good morning, Pin. Should probably dodge another one, but I was pretty sure that was gonna fall at the same tick as I was moving. But I already committed to not moving. Yeah, hit here. $34, $36. Never lucky. Ooh, 1.8 million buckaroos. Cash money right there. Show log. That'll change music anyway. just change this real quick. Log, right? That's what it looks like right now. Kind of drawing these, but whatever. It reminds me of Guns to Duel. I got a surprise for you. This is Guns to Duel. This is in fact Guns to Duel. Goated OST. Change the area soundtrack? You can use the music replacer plugin. Should go get Kephri mod? One day. I don't want to do medic. You gotta download the files yourself. This is also guns. I use guns for the first two rooms. The first area and the room. Never hit that. I should use Fang for that. Did I just do that? I really just did that. I got greedy because I wanted to stack all of these into one tile. And you know what they say about greeders. They get nothing. I wanted everything and I got nothing. How tanky is this thrower? Me too. It's up to you what you want to use. I use local. $23 HP, you know. Baba's max is 22. Take those odds. If I die, I die. Yeah. Oh, Blood Fury. Oh my god, how beautiful is this item? No! If I had a blowpipe, I skipped this. Rapier same as mace? Yeah, they're all like basically identical. Mace just happens to have some prayer bonus built in, which is kind of nice. That when the game became open horse. Yeah, so many hackers for guns. Slow Baba. Like barely hitting. It's kind of redonkulous. That was not on purpose. I meant to examine it. $350? Yep. That felt like a 350er. So bad. If I was actually hunting the BB, I'd reset for sure. I wouldn't take anything over 6 minutes going into this. Circle, just for Zebak, and like Copium use it at Warden, but realistically just Zebak. Just to drain the mage level of Zebak for when I shadow it. My PB around 36, no 32-36 is my current PB. Use Eternal Boots? I would never use it. But yeah, it's probably a very similar time save, to be honest. The only reason I don't like running Eternal Boots is because I have a grudge versus Eternal Boots. Kind of worthless, and I saw so many people taking them earlier that I'm like vehemently against taking them now until they buff them. But they're actually very similar time save to seercull. Seercull's probably a little bit better. Probably not by much. Oh, I actually killed all the agiles that he's summoning eggs. She. Sounds like it's from Assassin's Creed. It is from Assassin's Creed, but I can't remember which one. $507 for a level 3? I think that's pretty good, right? Sounds pretty good. Or are recognized in my soundtracks. But all the soundtracks are also in the description if you want to find out their exact names. In which I need to update the description to for the one I'm about to play at Akka. Ooh, I forgot to take out runes for death charge. Hopefully there will be no consequences. I mean, usually there isn't. Opium Blue Pyramid. Let's say we make a gamer move and we uncharge it during memory. Oh, it's gonna melon in there. I misstepped it. Shouldn't have auto-clicked this tile. I needed to manual path there. Unlucky. Oof, that was not what I wanted to do. Lesson learned. Move a little deeper in there. Okay. Okay, piety in case he switches here. So he doesn't land there every time, so I'm pretty sure it's his RNG if I hit or not. Probably means it's not worth to go for it. Like, if it was guaranteed, I'd do it every time, but it doesn't seem to be. Dude, I'm trolling. Somehow clicked over there. I'll have to get a third one. Any tips for Baba Puzzle? Can't seem to get sub 4 minutes. A lot of... pretty slow. Good prioritization is definitely the way to do it. I typically focus mages and ranges first, followed by shamans. Don't worry about your like going for like no tick loss 24/7. If there's like volatiles out, luring volatiles to shamans is like super high value. If the shaman is like kind of far and you don't think you can pull it off, and at least lure it to like a mage or something. But I have some videos on YouTube on this channel as well. I want to take a look at those. How I typically do the rooms. Even with like a bofa, you should be getting sub 3 on average. You're like not even using a blowpipe for that room. Well, a blowpipe, depending on how experienced you are, you're probably looking at like sub 230 every single time. What are my plans after I get 1000 KC? I don't know. Probably burnout. Maybe shift the goalpost. But we'll see. It'll take a while for me to get there. For right now, the 1000 is just like a random goal I set for myself to give me a little bit more motivation to raid. Cape's cool though. Maybe I'll go for 2K. Not sure though. Like at the end of the day, the reason I want 1000 is just so I can make a write a post saying loot from like 1000 expert mode, and then I just want it to be like the fattest log ever if I can. But so far with the shadow RNG, it's not looking so good. Oops, didn't augury that one. I don't think I auguried that one either. think I'm starting to get a hang of the cycle. Or enraged. Slowly but surely practice. Full 41. I had a 1 and or like a really known number, and then I hit a 21. So I'm guessing yet overwrite doesn't seem to work. Never know. No need to stun right now because the bombs just fell out, so we're good for a while. Not like I usually get hit by a bomb anyway, but you never know. Well, that didn't seem to do anything. Measly 3. This is the seercull. It drains magical according to what you hit. Also got 100% accuracy, but much less consistent than pre-nerf accursed sceptre. I think it's better than accursed sceptre though, for like Zebak for sure. Because accursed sceptre is a really good chance of missing after the nerfs. Dodge one more rock here. Oops, ran onto that tile a little early. back to back? No, we want to dry one. Black. Yankees roll. Very tanky throw. Not a strong opener and not a great ending. They're playing range right there? Oh well. You only use one care spec? Oh, unlucky. This was a way to take. Oh, got spared. Do it one more time and then go under then. I lied. no, not much difference. That's good. Oh, I'm losing a tick here again? No, no. Got greedy. I don't even know why I wanted to shoot Baba. Will I ever make a video guidance for X method? Maybe one day. Kinda lazy. The YouTuber Glacies 2 kinda has like a simplified version of it. Basically 6 minutes on the dot. It's not Glacies, it's Glacy. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, they actually posted a video 10 hours ago. Bring it up.
Next one I would lose a tick, so...
You guys want the video that I recently saw? And they posted another video somewhat recently, so check out their channel. I'm not too concerned about losing time for the PB reason, because it's already over 6 minutes, so I don't really care. They have like a simplified version. I haven't seen their newest video, so that might be a little bit more advanced. Oh my god, I haven't even heard this part of the song. So hopefully that helps you to understand the concept. You don't have to run, by the way. You can also just run under for a tick when you want to stall a tick, but I prefer the running method because that means you can also drag Baba along to like better areas for the sarcophagus, you know. But it's completely up to you. Oops, got egged. I didn't need to hit that last swarm. I could have just fanged right away. I forgot the bone dagger. It's gonna miss. Yep. Sad. Forgot the bone. You can let it, if you have blowpipe, you can make it work with, oh shit, okay, hold on. I messed up actually a little bit here. You see this ranger? I noticed this ranger isn't, put in the right spot if I want it to be there. So I have to play on this side now, which is fine. It means I didn't run here. Not a big deal though. Just a few seconds on total time. They're like 5k to use. You could, if you're using the webweaver, you can use that too. Webweaver's the same thing, same reach. The thing about the chins is that the reason I want to use them is because I want to bounce the swarms onto the meleeer and kind of get some 0-time damage on the meleeer. That's what makes the method a little bit more like nicer to use, is that you're kind of swarming and killing the meleeer at the same time. And that's like an okay trade-off if you don't want to bring the blowpipe. And we depick spec so we can ignore having to skip. Save us a whole tick. I guess more than a tick, because otherwise I would have to wait, right? I still need to read your original message, Jerry. Something I could grow from this, right? Let's see what you said you're up to. Finally over not getting super mad. Yeah. I remember I used to fume over raids, and then I'm just like so zen now. I don't care anymore. If I die, I die. Part of the learning process. Akka transitions is how I like to do it. Depends where I kill it, but if I kill it, let's say here, I'll run north like this, or up, and then I'll run here. Then I'll manual path just a tick toward. And then that's how I like to do my transition for Akka. Let me put on Piety because he might switch here. But yeah, you gotta like learn like where to go. And then for this quadrant, depends where you kill him. If you hit him on the south and you proc, then you might want to do a little bit differently, but if you hit it from the north, I like to do this. Like I use that tile essentially as like my magic tile to like kind of like shift Akka into position. And I do kind of like hug down here. If you're wondering why I put Piety on, in case he swaps over to melee right there, I don't want to, you know, lose that DPS, so I want to be ready to stab him. For this transition, I do this usually. Hit either here or here, and then I run here. And then it's just like the very first transition, I manual path. Just a tick. Yeah, usually it's just like a tile north of, or not north, up from these. I'm not noodling this one. Skip it. It sucks when you skip in your quadrant because it's kind of hard to control where Akka goes. Please switch back. Don't leave me. Lag. Please! Oh, he's dead. Bye, Akka. Six minutes. So slow. Dehydra sub 400. What a king. Honestly, I did that when ToA first released the challenge, but that's when like I didn't know any better and like Walk the Path was like Troll 2. But In a way, it's good though, right? Because you kind of have practice with it, so you're not as nervous going to like 500s. A lot of people are like, oh, so scared of 500s because they're scared of dehydro and no help needed and stuff. At least you have your practice early. Like on release, Walk the Path was terrible. Huge. Appears that I am doing no damage. Thoughts on what? ZCB? Solos? Not really. It's good for speedruns, but I think for the average player, no. Much better just to bring Void Waker. It kind of serves like the same role as a DPS spec. Because you'd be trolling, if you're speeding, you'd be trolling not to have Void Waker. Let's say you're not running overly draining. You'd be trolling not to have Void Waker for like Kephri for most people. And then you can still use Void Waker on Zebak and Warrants to a little less, efficiency, of course. In teams, it's a little bit different, because you can also ZCB Akka Shadows, which are like 90+% accuracy. That gives you like an extra spot to use them in that you can't use them in solos. But in the future, that being said, in the future, once Fortis Coliseum releases, ZCB will be really good to have, because you'll have that new cape slot that will be BIS ranged. It'll let you handle both dragon arrows, amethyst, whatever you're using, alongside bolts, and no extra inventory slots, so there's not really a reason not to have a ZCB at that point. I'm getting used to the cycle for how to do that. Fun stuff. I don't recommend that for anyone doing that. This is fun. adrenaline gun earlier. Does Voidwaker spec work on the core? It does, but it's really bad for core because it doesn't roll max. It does a magic attack. Like max of Voidwaker, if you're just whacking with it, is at least in my gear, it's like 54. I'm pretty sure, might be 55. If you spec, it'll roll between like high 20 something to like 75. So you actually get less on average damage, less than, you know, guaranteeing your max hit. Actually a bad thing to do. That rabbit heal work mini invo? Yeah. I mean, the thing is, you need to know how much damage your thing does, and I don't know what it would do at other invos. Like, if your orbs do, like, let's say 25 plus 30, you know, that's like 55 total damage, then, you know, Rabbit Heal will only help if you get straight to 55. But once you're doing high enough invos, you know, the orbs will always cap at 45 and 30, or 30 and 45 respectively. Or 45, 30? No, 45, 30. Pretty sure. I'm using a mage throw, aren't I? You could also do a tick perfect rapid heal. I don't know the timing, but you basically kind of like rapid heal as the second skull's hitting you. And then if you do get a second set or a third like orb, and then like tick perfect heals you, but I don't really bother with that. It's unnecessary in my opinion. To summon a mage as well. Two, you know, be like that sometimes. You get anything glass ring? Sorry, Helm. Makes me had to get through Kephri so quickly. That's a bit. Yeah, that room is long gone. You any questions about the method itself? Like how I swarm? Hope you're not asking about the puzzle. Puzzles is practice. But assuming you're not asking about the puzzle, you know, I set up a double range trap so I don't kill any of the rangers. I swarm with the chinchonkers while like simultaneously like killing the melee. So I usually get the first phase down to about like half health or less. With the melee usually being low HP already dead before I start. How I swarm? kind of complicated, but essentially I'll stand next to the meleeer and then fang it, and then move to the... I don't remember if it's northeast. I think it's the southeast corner of the room, so I can trap the ranger. The reason you want to trap the very first ranger is so that you can stand on the west side of the room and swarm with chinchompas without getting ranged to death. You know, pre-melee and stuff. And then from there on out, I'm also attempting to drag the meleeer onto like the swarms I'm shooting. If they're in like good positions, right? There's only realistically 2 good positions, and like maybe a third in the beginning. And the reason I do that is because chinchompas, they roll off accuracy of whatever you're hitting or targeting. Swarms, you obviously have 100% accuracy, so you actually get to essentially throw chins at the meleeer at 100% accuracy when you bounce them correctly like that. It's not usually much damage, but it's like, you know, an extra like 30-40 damage potentially. Potentially, you know, like 50 something on the meleeer, which isn't much, but could save you a fang hit on average. Kind of nice. You don't have to do it. And then on the second set, to prep it, before I even get to the second set, I set up a second range trap. As you see, you know, I'd done the other spot. The reason I do that is because if you don't trap it, then there might be an area where both rangers can see you. But it's not a big deal if you don't trap one of them, because you're going to end up mostly tanking it anyway for the rest of the room. Ideally, you don't want it like ranging you while you're, you know, fighting the melee and the arcane move Fang later. And then yeah, you can like Sunspec, get Redemption. There's a lot of different methods to like survive. You can just completely rely on Blood Fury, which usually works probably like 70-80% of the time. How do you avoid the range damage? Yeah, the range damage is essentially avoided by creating the range traps. And then at the end you don't. At the end you tank range damage. But that's gonna be like the only style left. And it just, you know, pelts you for like little threes and stuff. If you're in bandos, maybe reconsider not doing it, because I don't know, like... The range seems to be very accurate on Torva already. Seems to be about 70% plus. Perhaps with bandos, it might be like 90% plus, I have no idea. So it might not be as viable in a lower tier setup. I have no idea that. You'll have to actually test it out. It'll be viable in the sense that you can still do it, but you might have to redemption a lot more to the point where it's like, meh, you know? Or you'll just have to save a sun, which I guess could still be worth it. Stepped on that in the wrong order. $35, $39. No, purple. It's the 5th raid already. Gotta go to Watson. capitalizing P. Ah, get this spice out of here. Guns, go to game. And over the master cloak. Now there's elite. One more elite and we're capped. Elite rate on the elites. Duo 500s? Yeah, you can pretty much run it the exact same way. The only thing is if you're running double trouble, be kind of careful because someone should probably learn staircase. It's kind of hard to run middle of multiple players. Although it is doable, it's just going to be kind of weird. I'm tempted to bring like T-claws into the setup. I kind of want to claw Akka and claw warden ending. How's that song always play when you're here? It's Psychic. Okay. Use the music replacer plugin, and you can replace the song. So like I replaced Into the Tombs with Guns Lobby. And then we also have I mean, everything. I think everything else pretty much applies. You can, you know, mage Zebak. If you have duos, I'd probably just run accursed sceptre and just launch them. Since you have more of them. There's seercull. And everything else is pretty much the same. You can, with duos, you can probably just trap. I don't know if you want to do stall. It takes too much. But here's a good tip: if you guys don't care too much about speed and you're like feeling very comfortable, then I recommend actually going one person with lunars. They can take Avenge, and they should take Potion Share. And just Potion Share restores. And you guys can just like AFK camp like Piety and Rigger and all raid. And you only lose like a minute at most on the raid, but then you get to like hard camp all prayers. Which I think is like super nice QOL. It's up to you guys. Because Avenge is also really nice for random things like if someone gets hit and like or Kephri or whatever. I wouldn't get hit on purpose, but if you're doing duos, for sure Potion Shares tech. Just to have the most chill, relaxed raid where you just can't piety the whole raid. Or whatever you want to use. I would recommend whoever's using lunars to be not butterflying for Akka, because they can kind of stand like away, and then when the butterflyer gets like close by, you just share. But everything else is like standard. You just share when the player's next to you. Like sharing at the when you get stunned at boulders is perfect, or at the top of Baba. How's it going, Belson? I've already done 5 raids. One more. No more after this though, unless it's like a shadow. Botcher's huge, 5x5. $97.99, nice. It's up to you guys. If you guys want max speed, then yeah, go ahead and bring thralls, but if you guys want to be sweaty for Zebak, there's some good venge tech you can do when you get to enrage Zebak. Whenever it does the blood barrage attack, same timing as a range attack, just pray mage anyway and venge the range attack, assuming you have the HP to tank it. And that's like a decent way to like get some damage off on that phase while preventing it from healing if you're looking for speed. Venomous. Oh my god, there's a volatile alive on the map. And we'll certainly make use of you. What a rat. And intercepted. Bruh. The Venoms are so toxic. They just like know I'm coming and they just like run across the map. I use webweaver because I'm chilling. Extra range. I'm gonna deal with accidentally venoming the shaman. It's great. Don't need ammo, so I don't need assembler. A lot of pluses. A little bit slower than blowpipe, but not slow enough that I don't think it's not worth it for me. You streaming on multiple platforms? Yeah. Twitch and YouTube. The majority of my audience is on YouTube. But I stream on Twitch because I do want to build an audience on Twitch. Would you use it at 300 over blow? Absolutely not now. At 300, I'm not really struggling on inventory space. And also, like, things in 300 deal way less damage. And they'll have lower HP too, so blowpipe tends to one-shot a lot more often. Yeah, it's for like inventory space. If it was the same inventory space as blowpipe, and I just, or like I was willing to lose dragon darts, I just use blowpipe, you know. It makes sense for the guy running to bring webweaver for extra restore? No, because you guys can just come in with like 5 restores or something each, and then because the way whoever's running the Venge or the pot share, I think I'm gonna have to regular 6 take red X here. I'm a little bit low HP. It would make more sense for you guys to each come in with like 4 or 5 restores, and then have him like be like the whoever's on the Venge. Whenever he can share. Ideally, he'll share at least 2 restores of you. Hopefully more, like 3. And only drink when necessary. Like a good time to share for the monkey room is also when you get the corruption attack, and you know you need to like use the potion on each other. That's you can like use and then share real quick. And the potion share essentially doubles doses, right? Like he'll drink one for himself and then he'll drink it for you too, but it'll only consume 1 dose. So whenever he's low and he's about to run out from hard camping, you just drop him like 2 restores, you know, when you're like running butterfly or something, or he can pick up your restore after monkey room, or at the end of Kephri, like you just drop it. And that's like the way you utilize it. I wouldn't have him like max out like 8 inventory slots and then one guy doesn't have to drink, you know. That's like the other guy should always have like some restore on him, 1 to donate, and then 2 to like in case he actually needs his own restore. If you guys were gonna do the pot shares tech, just pretend it's like your regular duos, except he's just gonna bring his restores. Also, he won't need Book of the Dead, so that's an extra slot already right there. Now, if you want to go into a super dark technology, which I highly don't recommend, but if you really wanted to do super dark technology, you can also do a heal other tech, where if a player needs to, I mean, it'll only be it'll be kind of like a one-way relationship. If he needs to sun, he'll heal you and then he'll sun. Because, you know, some people, they like to sun at like, let's say 40 HP. They can heal you and give you like 35 of that HP before they sun. That's kind of dark technology, and it can get him killed though, so maybe I wouldn't recommend that. So like, you know, it's kind of hard to like heal other and then sun like super fast. You might like die in that one tick that you drop to like 9 HP. Let me do some commentary for how I do this Kephri. So I have to wait for this dung line, so you see I'm not going to attack Kephri anymore. I'll set it up here. And this is just an eastern trap, which means later it can't see me on the west here. And then I'll proc it. I'm going to get ready to pray ranged. I'll melee this guy right away, and then I'll run back here where the ranger can't see me. Melee it again while pre-melee. Take out chins and rigor. And then you'll see I'll like lure this meleeer down and attempt to throw chins at him. We'll throw chins on the swarms adjacent to him. Doesn't always work out. Like here, like it skipped this right there. And if you generally do it correctly, it'll be about 200 health. About the bone dagger. I think I lost my timing. Yeah. I was supposed to bone dagger right there instead of meleeing the meleeer an extra few times. But it's fine. And we're gonna pray range. We're not gonna proc it yet. I'm gonna scared I'll proc him, so I'll wait. We'll set up the second trap. This will trap it over here. The ranger can't see me like past this line. Alright, melee. No ranger can see me right now. And you see I have these tile markers to like show me like not really to cross like here, because then the ranger can see me. In regular solos, I tend to greed more on hitting the soldier, but with this method I don't, because you have less space. So I'll just make sure I always have the arcane down. In duos, you can actually, both of you guys can set up that trap early, so you guys don't actually need to wait for the dung. Vaping to tiles. I used a party plugin. So like one person can stand there, and the other person can stand there, and then separate, and then meet like here later. If you want to sweat points, you can dung here, always. And then, if the agiles go one way, you go the other way. So the agiles went this way. I could have gone that way if I wanted to chin them against this tile here later. But I don't really concern myself too much in solos with that. And you only do that when you're like getting bounced and stunned. From here on out, I'm kind of praying my Blood Fury works, but if it doesn't, it's fine too. If I fall below 10 HP, I can do some redemption tech. Like here. The agiles will proc the redemption for me, and I can step back and the ranger can't see me to kill me. There is one thing you have to keep in mind in duos, or any team raid. The way the ranger works is a little bit funny. If it sees anyone, it sees the whole room. So if someone makes a mistake and they get hit by the ranger, or the ranger sees them, it can now see the whole room essentially. If it targets anyone, it will hit everyone. He'll chaos off the scare balls if you want to, but I don't like to do it. It's a little bit of DPS loss that you could be doing on the boss instead. So like, this is a common problem in 500s where like one player might not know the tech and one player does. If your coordination isn't like really good in keeping them in check, if they get targeted by the ranger and you're like, you know, chilling, praying melee or whatever, and they get hit by the ranger, you're gonna get slapped like 25. So be really careful about that. But yeah, in duos, it's best if one person swarms while the other person, you know, handles the melee or slash arcane, like you said. That would be ideal. And then even in duos, you can also, whoever's swarming can like tell like which one's gonna be the lost. I don't know if you're planning on using blowpipe, but if you're using blowpipe, you shouldn't be using any swarms ideally. Blowpipe and chins. If you are about to lose swarms because you, let's say you're camping webweaver and chins or whatever, you can ask your teammate to cover the lost swarm. Like that swarm in the very beginning that I ignore, right? Someone can get that in a duo. I didn't uncharge my soul runes or whatever. Why did I pause a tile? I didn't even like do that. Do that how it's... And then transition like I normally do. If you don't lose swarms and just do whatever you're already doing, then that's fine. Like, I'm losing swarms because I have webweaver, right? But you probably are using blowpipe. No, you shouldn't lose any. Thanks to Kephri, no worries. Also make sure someone's, if you're doing duos, make sure someone's bone daggering in the beginning. Like, not the very first attack, but like, let a teammate attack, and then whoever has a bone dagger attack second. Because you can do it in the beginning. Unlike solos where you have to wait for until after the first set, you can do it right away. Like, right after the first person attacks. Probably not a huge time loss to forget, but doesn't change if it doesn't hit you. Essentially, it has a chance to whenever it does a special attack, like teleport to the middle, but it's not like ever guaranteed. The only time it's guaranteed to ever change is if you have the invocation state of vigilant off, then it's guaranteed to change either every 6 attacks or on special. Always bone dagger / BGS. Yeah, honestly I would say if you guys both have shadows, just bone dagger still. BGS is so like bad. Unless you're running no overly draining. If you're not running overly draining, then no shadow's fine. I mean, then not running bone dagger's okay-ish. But I assume you guys are running overly if you're doing high invo. I think when you're running overly draining, bone dagger is actually more valuable than void waker and stuff. But it's up to you. Like, if you guys aren't then overly draining, then yeah, make sure you have like BGS, void wakers, ideally ZCBs for shadows, because although it doesn't hit 110, it can still hit like 90 plus, I think. And if you guys same tick Zebak crossbow, no, he's escaped. If you guys like same take Zebak crossbow, Akka shadows, you can hit like 90-90 and bring it to like half. Let's not take chances. Even if whoever's butterflying is kind of lazy, just do like a 1 or 2 way switch for Zebak crossbow and it still has like 95% plus accuracy or something crazy. Sceptre over Bone Dagger? Not for Baba Kephri, no. Your accuracy is probably like in the 20s, 20% or worse. Ranges, Shadow just that good. Shadow is just that good. Assuming you have good mage here. I believe Aram's Shadow is a little worse than BGS, like a BGS and both Zebak. But yeah, Shadow is just that good. I think it's FAQ 2 in the video description for why Zebak. Oops, click the acid. You didn't see that. Let's heal now. I never like use the actual adrenaline for anything like productive anyway. Might as well use it to safe up. Do a wave skip for that one. I have saved myself a jug. Forbidden technology. Alright, the pre-solve jug. Oh, almost worked. How nuts would I have been if I pulled that off? That would have been crazy though. This set percentage of defense reduced if it lands. Not a set percentage, it simply reduces what it hits. So if you hit a 1 of a bone dagger, you're getting 1 defense reduced. It so happens the monsters here are 100 defense. So like if you hit a 30, you're theoretically reducing 30% defense, but also remember that there's a defense floor for most of these monsters. So even if you hit a 30 on Baba, you're only reducing 20. But if you could theoretically hit like 100, right? You can reduce 100 defense with Bone Dagger. Accursed Scepter is a set percentage, just like Dragon Warhammer, if it lands. Bone Dagger's not. But that doesn't matter because everything here only has a defense. They all have a defense floor of like -20 base. Equals VGS, yeah, essentially. Do keep in mind that you can't stack bone daggers though, so you can't like. There's no reason to have like 2 people with bone daggers. If someone hits like a 10 and then someone hits like a 11, it doesn't add up to 21. Only the very first hit will count, which is apparently how seercull is supposed to work too. I have no idea. I just use Vial. Oh, I was already at max. Thank God. It's like, I was about to lose like a billion runners here. Or repair points. I did undead. Yeah, no need to go for a second bone dagger. Although there are some places where the defense like resets, let's say, like Kephri. It'll reset when you're actually getting to the green HP, but you want a bone dagger in the beginning when it's got shields up. So you could bone dagger at the end, but that's probably not very efficient anyway. Especially since you guys have... It's trolling. Especially since you guys have no overly draining on. It's like, probably just better to spam Void Waker anyway. For the final phase. It is probably efficient to bone dagger at the beginning. And it for sure is efficient to bone dagger at the beginning of Baba. Kephri has a little bit less gain, but I'm sure it's still worth it. Getting hit there. Few more heals. Bit of lag there, never hurt nobody. Splash City. Can I get some damage? Is that allowed? There you go. Never purple. Wonder what my lightning rate has been these days. Not bad. I'm down to less than 1 lightning per raid. Including when I was first learning the raid. I was taking like 10 lightnings. Whopping 23% raid. Plugin? ToA mistake tracker. ToA mistake tracker. Alright guys, ooh, that's 6 raids in a row. Take a break. Might stream again later, I'm not sure. I don't know. Thank you for tuning in. Got some small monies.